Uh, Sorry, had a brief intermission with the recorder there. And like I was saying, you could probably do some of those. Um, I think these are, what are these called? Oh, Stetchen ex- Exosaurus. So, um, you know what? I think after this one, I'll do a few and see what the experience points are. And I always like these glider things actually better than the things with wheels like trucks and the Land Rovers and stuff, because some of those things can get stuck on rocks and such. Okay, so now I'm pushing F to jump off of the thing, so guessing take the sword. Oh, so I got a sword now. Okay, so sword seems to have become enabled in the ground, so might as well take it. Bought the sword from the ground. Got it. Oh, it isn't coming out. Another pull should do the trick. Another pull should do the trick. Hmm. Pull harder. Oh, it's almost out. Okay, there we go. Uh, SET SET Combat Blade. Uh, Comes free and rests easily in your hand. Okay, okay, just getting it out was a big deal. Okay, this is my looted box here. Let's see if I can stretch that out. Okay, so, no, that ain't grabbing a hold. I'll have to figure out how to make that. Thought it was the corners, but guess not. Okay, so here we go. Okay, and then there's another site here. We're going to investigate. What's the I'm guessing it's where all the smoke is coming from. And let's see. This is actually a fair-sized planet. So let's see, just a map. So I'm here. That's a lot of area for. That's a lot. I think it's a lot bigger than the original tutorial. This looks like an instance actually. Instance is something you kind of go into and get your stuff. Like one that you'll do with your mentor or something. You'll go in. There'll be a bunch of robots in there. You go through, and at the end, there's like a bigger monster to kill at the end. So, okay, so I'm gonna investigate. The access terminal appears to have survived the violent crash. It flickers to life, indicating that there is still some power left in the shuttle. Oh, check incident report. Complete flight controls shut down following sudden power surge. Unable to control flight surfaces. Um, Breaches detected. Crew compartments compromised. Um, Crew deceased. Bummer. Revive node activated. BACAB. Cargo sensors damaged. Annual inspection required. Inspect the cargo. And where am I supposed to do that at? Okay, object is locked. I don't remember getting a key or anything. Oh, there it is. My bad. Okay, I gotta defend the cargo. Guessing against these guys. Okay, so, okay, here's your experience points here. Experience in your, okay. And you also gotta click it to get your loot. So there's my loot. And that'll be your loot too. Now, there are loot pills you can get. And once you have them, it's hard not to use them all the time because they're just, you don't have to click stuff. And, you know, if you want to, if you're in kind of the mode to go through stuff to, you know, quickly, then you'll want the loot pill because it'll absolutely hurry up your stuff. That way you don't have to click it, it just comes to you within a certain range. And then you could, you know, go on to the next thing you're fighting, animal, robot, and without having to worry about your loot laying around. You manage to protect the cargo from the robot raiders, return to the specialists, and report. Okay, so this is all the loot I got. And I got the sword, of course, and something else. Got robot component residue. Okay, so now we go back on the meter. There's your red dot. Okay, so and so again, I'm going to pull out the. Now this thing's almost dead. That didn't last very long at all, so we're not supposed to be using it so much. And it could have been where the animals had a video pause or recording pause. Could have been the animals that were hitting it. So my bad. And there's two forms of when you're doing the vehicles and stuff. There's two forms of there's the where you can heal it up, and then there's the structural integrity of it. And once that's gone, then it's worthless. You can't heal it or you can't make it full again. So you'll want to keep and that's, you know, going over jumps, crashing it and stuff that kills the integrity of the, I guess, your frame, so to speak. And you won't be able to heal that. And this is a lot less glitchy than it was when I first started on here. This is actually really smooth right now. Now I did try to stream it also, and the stream was, yeah, it didn't seem to, it just paused and it didn't seem to go well. And I don't know if that's my system or this new planet, but so I'm just recording right now. Robot down another shuffle, and we're trying to raid it, but I dealt with it. Okay. Darn it, turning out to be a couple of really bad days. You have a location. I'll try to get someone out there. soon as we get, okay, so, oh, and Laura asked me to send you over once you care back. Okay, so I gotta go talk to, who do I gotta talk to? Laura? Yeah, Lauren, excuse me. Okay, so, Fly Hut, scouting the scout, what? Okay, let's supply the hut. Okay. I know it might be busy, but while you were here, we have a network of hunting catches located in the plains. These, would you mind bringing those supplies back? To 3 crates at the coordinates. Okay. Okay. Go get some supplies or stock it. Could you go and try? Said right now, please be careful. Don't end up in trouble. Okay. All right. So where we need to go? Those places right there. And they're fairly close. Okay. Why am I heavy? Okay. Okay. So also another thing that reminds me, I accidentally pushed Q, which makes you not want to go fast. And also, if your inventory here gets too heavy, which I'm within, this is, yeah, so I'm pretty close to being weighted out. But also your quantity. So you got up to 2 items. If you get to 200 or 201, then you can't run. You just poke like really slow. And same with the weight. So you always want to make sure that you're, okay, so did I get that? I messed up. So, and it's hard to remember so far long ago that I did the other one, the original one, but this seems a lot more, well, it's a lot more vast. So let me try some of these while we're doing it. Because I'm sure they're going to want something that you're going to need ped for pretty soon, because I think I got the gun. Okay, and another thing is this automatically put it here, which is different. So I got the healer, and I got the, which is not normal in the normal game, but okay. And that's what you get when you finish the missions after the tutorial. So let's see, let's find this. Yeah, that's like way down there. So these are not, so I'm at, when I don't have the healing or the, come on, what are you doing? Oh, I think it's dead. No, there we go. So I'm going to try to savor it and keep it alive for as long as I can, because it's actually not a bad mobile. Or transportation, however you want to say it. But here, going back to the crash that it came from. Okay, and that's another thing is usually when you get out of a vehicle, you're unarmed, so you have to rearm it. So that's something different here. First crate. Beyond some minor food supplies, it is empty. Leave supplies. Okay. Alright, and then the next one. I don't know how. Yeah, they don't seem very fast, so you can outrun them on this one at least. And here we go. Let me see if. Okay, so you unequip this if you need to, right here. A lot of right click stuff in this game, so. So these all seem to be level 1, so. And I'm doing it with no armor, so if you're new, you got this. And even if you end up dying, just if you don't have the funds to heal yourself, of course you can heal yourself this way. In time, it heals, and the more healing power you get, the faster you'll heal up. Or the more points, and I'll show you here. Progress, fame, skills. Yeah, so, and medical, we'll go there. So first aid. So the more you get, actually the bigger your bar will get, and such. And the longer you can survive. So, and everything adds to that. Healing yourself. You get points with the, as you can see where you're getting experience skill points. And you get loot, but let's see if I can put the skill box up there. Yeah, there we go. So there's your melee, sword damage, and they're all broken off into different sections. Shooting, you know, what do they call it on here? Pew pew. So, and that's with healing, mining, geez, everything. Alright, so I'm going to go get these two things because you get the idea hunting, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. We'll try to wrap this up. I'm not even sure how many more missions there are on this thing. And I don't want to make a part 3. I guess I will, but yeah, that's my second one. And almost overgrown. Type of brush. Open the lid. It contains nothing more than a couple of bugs. Awesome. This one has to be hopefully got something good. Now, also, now, did I ever mention you need a mentor? Yeah, get a mentor. You get you get better stuff at the end. In fact, um, you have a town hall on here now, Utopia Universe, and I think it's done by the players, but it was on Discord, and I happened to see a YouTube video of it, and I'm gonna make a video of that actually, because I thought that was really. And then they had people come on, express what's going on, stuff with the changes, um, uh, you know, things they didn't like, did like. Seemed like a lot of the complaints were kind of Utopia Universe itself, like getting back to you when you had a problem. It's extremely slow. So, but I mean, as far as, and then one thing I always a little bit had a complaint with is it's like they do something and it's glitchy or you know no, don't get me wrong, love the game, but then they move on to the next thing and leave the glitches. So and then eventually it might get fixed. So I don't know. Those are kind of things that I would like to see fixed. But as far as that town hall goes, I thought it was really interesting. I even saw Never Die in there. And if you're new, Never Die is like kind of a legend. Uh, I've never met the guy or anything, but he did so well at this, he ended up buying his own planet, which is Rocktopia. And I don't know if he sold it back or gave it back to Utopia Universe, but I think they took over their shared partner. I'm not quite sure. Maybe we should do a video on that someday too. But my friend Finn, he hates Rocktopia. Hates it. But he has to play for a bit. But I don't know if they did any changes when they took it back over. Um, but I never mind playing it. It's just different. It's got, yeah, it's just different. But no, I didn't mind playing on it. But most of my time I always spent on Calypso or Arcadia. So those were the two most vast planets. But I seem to like them all. Probably Calypso's probably my favorite because there's just plenty to do here. But there's other missions that you can get. You can get like free guns, and if you complete this and that, and armor, and you'll even get armor for loot drops. And I mean, the game is vastly deep. I mean, like I think you could almost, I don't want to say play it for your whole life and not get through the whole thing, but it's pretty close. Because I mean, there's some people that have been playing this since its inception, 2003, and they don't have all the stuff. So, or haven't finished all the stuff. So, I mean, and I've been playing, I guess, 8 years, kind of off and on. But it's, yeah, there's a lot. I mean, they had a thing, and I'm not a Facebook person, but I guess it was posted on the Facebook website, or Facebook, their, Utopia Universe or something, which I might have to just do one and go on Facebook. Anyway, you could build your own tank. You get a blueprint to build your own tank. That'd be kind of cool. Running around with a tank. I don't know if it fired or anything. Just basically run stuff over. So I don't know. That would have to be. And that was, I think, when I had heard about it, there was only like the person explaining it was saying, well, he just came across it and they might had 3 weeks to get it because it was a time thing. So yeah, and I wish there was more. I don't know, just more. What would you call it? They could tell you stuff once in a while instead of having to bump around and figure it out. That's what I'm saying. Okay. According to third location, clear recent. Opening it had plenty of supplies, but there was also a brand new shotgun, almost glaring with the polish. Just leave. Okay, leave the supplies. Pick up the shotgun. Ooh. Okay, something's really uh, smashing on me right. Oh, okay. Got 3 of them, so that's what it is. Okay. So now you can see as my health bar went way down because I was letting them attack me. Um, it will eventually climb back up on its own. Okay, so and that's if you're playing on the free side. It'll eventually get back up there. It'll be green here in a little bit. The the power things that I have right here are from rings I'm wearing. I probably should have, honestly took them off to have a full newbie experience, but I did leave them on. So that's where we are right now. So, and you can see over on the left lower corner, uh, you inflicted this many points, such and such. And now I'm not getting a lot of experience points. If you're new, you will because you're new and you don't have any. So, and then after a while, you're doing bigger things, so you'll see them. But when you're just starting out, there's a lot of them. Okay, that's the long way to go. So we're gonna get some vehicle to go with it. If I can find it. Okay, so just so I don't even know if I can place this here, but that's my pit bull. Okay, just so you can give it a C. So, and you can get all kinds of vehicles like this. I got 2 or 3 ships, and you don't even have to go and purchase them all. You just run into stuff that people are trying to get rid of. They don't want it anymore. They're upgrading, trying to pet it out, you know. So, I mean, you don't have to sink a bunch in here to get a bunch of stuff. It eventually it'll be here. But then again, the more you do, the more you're going to have. See that other thing, that glide thing, this was perfect gliding through. This is probably, I mean, besides getting away from stuff, it's probably my least favorite vehicle. Yeah, stuff like that. And it's big, it'll get stuck between rocks and let's see where we're at. Okay. I don't know how I got way over here and that's way over there, but that's what I'm talking about. The rocks. This thing's big as a tank, but it can't go over some rocks. Drives me crazy. Yeah, kind of interested to see if anybody actually did get one of those tanks. Be kind of cool. Let's see if I can even go up this thing. I cannot. Oh. Instead of trying to go through the mountain, we'll go try to go around it. So here we go. Straight path now. Let's so if you're new to the game, leave a comment down below. You want to, if you're new, when you get out of the training, this planet, you're going to end up on Calypso, I believe, or whatever. I don't even know if they let you do your own planet now. Is it all Calypso, or because it used to be where you could pick what planet you wanted to start on, and if that's still the case, you always want to pick Calypso because it's just got the most going on, therefore the most help, the most mentors. So yeah, not that Ark's bad or the other ones are bad. This seems to be the busiest. Then people veer off to other planets they enjoy better. So, but Ark also has quite a few people on it. I'd say they're the second busiest planet, and a lot of good missions too. Okay. The hover bike is covered with. Okay, seems to have burning for quite a while. Look at the writer. The writer seems to have been hit as well. There are traces of blood. Eek. And rocks ahead. That must have been headed for cover. So I'm thinking we're going to go find him. Okay, why am I... There we go. It's the Q. You accidentally hit the Q. You're not going well. There we are. Oh, there's more than one. People everywhere. Okay. Here we go. Oh, hey. You're not a bot. Yeah. I'm insane. I was sent by Lauren to find you. Mm-hmm. Got surprised by a bunch of bots, fired up my bike, driven them off now, but I got too hurt to lug this around. Yes, of course. Okay. Okay. Great. Look for Jimmy. He'll let you know what to do. Now I'm going to rest for a bit. So I guess I'm going to leave him here. Okay, now I gotta go find Jimmy. How far away is Jimmy? Jimmy's way far away. Alright, that was the wrong area. Oh, there we go. Alright. Is this the... Where's my... Okay, so... Okay, why... See, now it's all full again. Weird. Alright. So we're going to find Jimmy. These make for too long of videos. Okay, so I'm probably going to finish it up here, and then If you got this far, just continue to do it. And I'll probably finish it. I don't know if I'll record it or not. They seem to be really long. Then I run out of stuff to talk about. uh, but because I'm doing, you know, this is simple math here. So, but you've got a lot of, and I don't even know if you can get a mentor here. I think you have to go to, you have to get out of here before you can get a mentor. And I probably say this too many times, but get a mentor. It'll do you good. There's so much in the game that is so not uh, obvious, and you need somebody that's been in the game a bit to tell you how to navigate it, where not to go. I can remember my mentor telling me not to do the clan cave. I did it anyway and got destroyed. And she knew I went and did it. She goes, "Did you go do the clan cave?" I said, "Yeah." She goes, "How'd that go?" "Not well." Yeah. So, and she has since passed on. But yeah, I miss her in the game. She loved this game. And she had been playing for, I don't know how long, but years before I started playing. So I think she had been playing for 15 or 16 years. I've been playing for 8, and I think she had been playing for 5 or 6 ahead of me at least. In fact, I still have her name in there. Her kids, I think, took over the account or something. Um, so I'm not quite sure. I haven't seen them on. I haven't seen that name lit up for a while, but yeah, she loved the game. Uh, let's see what it's called. Okay, hello. Ah, terrific. They sure don't seem to. Read. Okay, so now what do you have me do? Thanks for this. Okay, now I got something else. Could just help them out. Okay, now I gotta go find Terry. But every time you help somebody, you get something. Okay, now you guys can also do teams on this and team hunt for something that's, say, too big for you to do at the time you're doing it, and you can kind of be in the background helping shoot it, and it helps. You can even get paid for healing other players while they're hitting big stuff. So there's plenty of ways to play the game. All right, let's get the thing out again. Okay, so where are we at? Okay, so and and if you're new, have questions, ask me in the comments. I look, nobody's commented. It's kind of a new. This is my second YouTube channel. I can't get into my first one for some unknown reason, so I had to make a second one. Now, oops, see, now that's bad. Don't do that. Okay, so get off, pick it up, and then place it again. Yeah, my second YouTube channel. My first one was Insane EU Madness, and I still see the videos, and somebody's running commercials on them, but I'm not, I don't get paid for any of that. I don't have enough subscribers and stuff, but uh, it won't let me, you know, take back over my account for some reason, and I don't know if it's because I'm using a different phone for my second verification, a different computer. So I don't know if that's all got to do with it, but hey, if somebody knows how to re-get that into my old account, I would love that. Merge the two. So, yeah, leave a comment. Message me on the game. Okay, so now I didn't even notice that, but I have received a face mask, a novice, and I got pad 2. Okay, that's meat. Okay, there it is. So that's new. I got a face guard, so I'm assuming they're gonna have you run around and get the whole thing, and I think there's 7 pieces altogether. So where am I going? Be kind of neat if they gave you a plane or a ship. I and mine have a helicopter. Uh, and I have 2. Oh, that's not good. Come on. There we go. I have a helicopter, and I have 2 of these ships here. Where is it? View information. There you go. I have 2 of those. And like I said, you just acquire stuff. People trying to get some ped, or they made a deal on one, they passed it on to you. All kinds of things in this game. Ugh. That's not going to work for me. Okay, so we're going to get off of this. Okay, see? Yeah, there we go. Yay. Okay, where's the... Now these things are usually like robot makers, like on some of the other planets, so... Okay, I have 2 spots I need to get. Holy moly, that's a long way away. Okay, so can I go up here? So I'm not sure. That might be another teleporter. Now, if you don't have all the teleporters, you actually have to go over them, sit on them, or I mean, you literally have to be over it for it to uh, activate on your thing. So, this is oh, okay. Well, let's take care of him. I thought it was another player. Okay, so let's see. This is actually quite a long bunch of stuff. So yeah, so what I'll probably do is I'll do this one, and then I'm probably going to do some other stuff and then come back to it and maybe do another video. I don't, but if you're new, do them all. I don't have to because I've been doing this for a minute, but I'm planning on finishing it up. So, and oof, how do I get out of here? I totally gotta see if that's a teleporter, because again, you have to actually go over the teleporter to get the teleporter. It doesn't quite look like one, but it's got to be a way up to the top of it, I think. So we're going to do it. Gotta be a way. Unless there's actually not. Usually I have you do a, go to level 2 or something like that. I'm getting nowhere here. Okay, so okay. Okay, we're gonna hold it here, and thank you for watching the video. Probably gonna do a third part later. But this is actually, now remember, if you're new, get a mentor after you do this. Do all your missions, get a mentor. Important. All right. Thank you for watching. And this is insane madness. So, and thank you for watching.